Hey guys, we are back again with another review for everybody's favorite show on television right now, or anime, Chainsaw Man. And we are back with episode 5 titled Gun Devil. Gun Gun Devil, right? Because there's a devil for everything in this show. Um,
Yeah.
once again, we're following we're back and we're following the pace right. We pick up right after um after one after another of the show, like really picks typically like anime, like it'll kind of throw you somewhere in, or but this show is picking up every episode that's left off from last week. um We're fifth episode in. I guess I'll start off with you. What did you think about the episode this week?
Well, two of my predictions happened in this episode. Uh, we finally seen. So we finally saw Hayakawa's origins in a way. Like we
Right.
saw, we saw like his reasons of why he does what he does, and Denji finally got what I like to call that test drive. Bro, this man managed to get both the test drive and the final drive of what he really wanted all in the first 15 minutes.
Right.
And bro, I was feeling the same way Denji was feeling when he copped that first feel. I'm like, wait, hold up. Pads? False advertisement? Are we serious?
I want a refund.
Seriously, I need a refund. Like, bro, like, yo, give me the managers to like do something. like, I need to file a complaint.
It's not what I asked for. It's not what I risked my life for.
But you
It's
see,
not worth.
but I told you my other prediction that this was gonna be nothing more than a gateway. Like him just copping the field was just gonna lead to something else. And then once he had that conversation with Makima, I was like, and thank you. This is exactly what I was talking about. My man said, I've been chasing after this one thing all my life. And then I finally get it. And I come to realize that it's not as big a deal as I thought it was. Like, why do I got a feeling that the next thing I try to go after, it's going to be the same thing? It's not going to be as big of a deal. And Makima asked the question, well, what exactly were you chasing after?
And he was straight up.
Straight up. And I said, yo, my man,
No
Denji. But then, she reciprocated like, okay, here, let me explain something to you. Then she gave him that whole rundown of what it is, to feel. And she's like, yeah, next time you want to try to do something like this, it's best to do it with the person that you have a genuinely like and have a genuine connection with. It's going to make all the difference. And then he managed to cop another feel off of Makima. I was like, I said, you know what, Denji? You deserved it. You deserved all of that. My man deserves some happiness.
Yeah, you absolutely right. I mean, this, like you said, your predictions did come true. Everything that like you said, you have no foreknowledge of the manga going into this show. So
yeah,
every episode it's like, okay, how far are they willing to go? Right. Yeah. This show is teetering on the line of hentai every week apparently. So,
every week.
But yeah, we pick right back up like you just said. With Power delivering on her promise, which I didn't think they were going to show on this. I didn't think they were going to show in the anime. I thought they were going to bullshit us. To be honest, I thought they were going to like, oh, we ain't gonna see nothing. But I'm like, this was a solid 2 to 3 minutes of just straight contact feel.
Yeah.
on television.
And she counted down like every time too. Like, yep, that was the first one.
That was your first wish.
She's like, that's your first. Oh yeah, those are pads. They just happen to make things, they just make everything bigger. And I'm like, wow. So you just threw away the illusion, huh?
Yeah, and it's crazy. I knew something was off because we've seen Power naked, and I damn well knew those breasts weren't that big.
Exactly. I'm like, fam, where did these fun bags come from? How come you managed to hide them under your shirt? But when we look at your backstory, you're not even in full development mode yet. So what's going on here?
Yo, I thought the way they do they animate this, the way the voice acting is, you could have sworn Denji was about to have a goddamn heart attack.
He really was.
He was about to.
Like I've never like you want to see the look of profound disappointment on somebody's face. That moment right there for Denji, that first cop feel was all you need to see.
Yo, absolutely wild. Like, I think they were going to show this. I'm like, does Crunchyroll have an age filter? Because it's like anybody can just watch this show.
Because the best part was my man tried to get like after that first one, and then realizing he was touching pads, and then she goes, "Yeah, okay, time for the second one." He goes in for the second one, and I could tell what Denji was thinking. Denji's going, "Okay, all right, maybe that first one was a fluke. Let me see what happens with this second grab." Goes for the second grab. No. Wait. Okay, time for the third grab. All right, this gotta be it. Third time's the charm. This gotta be it. I gotta feel something. Goes for the grab. I'm not even mad. I'm genuinely disappointed.
Yeah. There was no feeling built up to that for him. It was just more so like, okay, I did it. You know what I mean? Like, kind of going back to the example of like when he first ate the toast with everything on it. It was like, all right, this is cool, but what's next? You know what I mean? So like, we're seeing we got a character that's like experiencing the first of everything for the first time because his entire life has just been like he's been deprived of everything. So like everything, this is like a first experience for him, even to the point where we do get to the scene with Makima, and she's like, well, what's up? Like, you seem down. Like, he's like, well, I touched some boobs. It really wasn't that, what I thought it was going to be. And she's like, oh, okay.
I know what he was really thinking. Yo, that shit was whack.
But you have to remember too, the thing, Makima knows how to play Denji. She knows what motivates him, and she knows he is a major asset to the team. So she knows what she has to do to keep it moving. And if it meant her seducing him to the point where he should have just freaking exploded in that scene, his head should have exploded. She's going through, oh yeah, this is what you need to do. She put his hand in her mouth, and he almost lost his mind.
Like, bro.
She even let him catch a feel for the price of nothing.
Nothing. Well, technically there was a price. It's like, I'm going to get, like, here, you get the sample. Now, the mission objective, should you choose to accept, I need you to
sunglasses.
I need you to hunt down the gun devil.
Sure, no problem. I kill a man for you. We can any wish, anything I can, anything. Okay.
I'm like, well, I need you to understand that this devil is very, very difficult. I mean, extremely difficult and very deadly. If you get lucky enough to find it, finding it is one thing, but trying to kill it is another. So if you even manage to pull this off,
right,
I will grant any wish you desire. And then, of course, you got Denji trying to tiptoe his way around, the understanding of the terms. And she's like, look, Denji, do I really need to spell it out for you? I said anything.
Yo, Denji comes off as one of these guys, like, he comes off as one of those simps. Like, as soon as he gets some, he gonna lose his mind, especially from Makima, which, again, he's like, is that even allowed? I can do whatever I want.
Right? Like, is this even allowed?
I have to question this deal. Is it, you sure? Like, this cool? Like, but
I need to go over listen, I need to go over the terms of the conditions here.
Yeah, I need to see this. I need to get a contract. I need this in writing. What you think about the kind of the origins of the Gun Devil? Did that kind of hit you on the nose there about where they went with that, especially with it originating in North America?
Bro, when they said that this whole thing started with 9/11, I said no.
They went hard, yo.
y'all really went there. Yeah. I was like, okay, all right. At that point, I'm like, yo, I want to see what this guy looks like.
I don't want to say too much on that, obviously, but like you would think, like that's like they've explained before, like devils have more power based on the fear of it.
Yeah.
So this is like the number one fear in the United States, right? Like it's guns and shootings and stuff like that. So of course this thing will be super powerful, but this also ties into Hayakawa's story,
Yep.
which we get a piece of, because when they first showed that in the anime, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, I'm like, what's going on here? Just some random kid? Like, what timeline? Because the timeline isn't clear, like when this is going on.
Yeah, it did just kind of drop it in like out of nowhere, but
Right.
I still recognized him because like as soon as I saw him, I was like, okay, we got a kid being serious. He walks in on his family. He's still being serious. It didn't even take me long. I'm like, hi, Hayakawa. Like I knew it was him.
Yeah. Which we also get that intertwined, like, his family, his brother. It's like, oh, he's sick. He just wants to come outside and play, yada, yada. And, he goes back inside, and for a brief second, his whole family just gets washed.
I mean,
like, oh, shit. Okay. I think they're going to do it like that.
Like, you ever seen that scene you ever seen the movie Twister? That's what happened.
That was trash. First of all, why they got a house in the middle of nowhere? Like, who just has a cottage in the middle of...
I mean, you have this cottage just sitting here in the middle of nowhere. Granted, yes, plenty of land for the kids to play. All that seems great. Who would have knew? Like, who knew that a gun devil just doing one thing, just breathing, would tear down their entire house within a blink of an eye?
Wow.
And who's to say where it even came from? Because it's not like it was like right there. That gust, I'm gonna say that gust of wind could have came from any point on Earth. That house just happened to be. Ooh, God, is this too soon?
I was thinking to myself too, like,
I was gonna say, is this too soon for me to say? But that house caught a stray bullet.
Oh my God. I wonder if that, like, that bullet continued like straight down a path, like straight down the line, like like, because like that just seems so random. Unless it was in the area or like wherever it came from, they don't really give you a lot of explanation on that. But it's just wild. I mean, of course, everybody has to have the origin story. His just happens to be, a gun. The number one devil that we're searching for is, happened to kill my family. So, and they also explained that the bullets or pieces of the gun devil's flesh also are used to amplify other devils, kind of similar to Jujutsu Kaisen and like the ligaments of Sukuna, when these other when the other demons like take either piece of them or whatever, their power is amplified or whatever, stuff like that. So pretty similar to that, but like if these other devils eat the bullet, they become more powerful. And it's also they're able to detect other pieces of it by using pieces of the flesh as well. That whole story is wild. So we also get a whole B story here in the background too, because they're on the search for the gun devil now, and Denji's of course is on board. Because
he's got all the reason to be.
As he outwardly says, "Hey, I'm in this to fall in love and get some ass."
Yep.
So I'm gonna let y'all know right now, y'all not gonna mess this up for me. So
it's like pure motivation. And then you got one of the other team members who's who decides to sweeten the deal. This girl.
Oh yeah. He walks in with a smile on his face after that.
Yeah, this girl walks in like, hey, whoever actually finds a demon, whoever finds the gun devil, I'll give him a nice kiss on the cheek from me. Denji, being about his purpose, my man said, listen, I'm going for something much bigger than this. I don't even need a kiss on the cheek from you. I got something way better waiting for me if we get through this. And then she decides to sweeten it up even more, which is even funnier for me because he said, listen, I don't even know your name, so your kiss means nothing to me. And she pulls up on Denji and whispers, well, if that's the way you feel, how about this? You find it and kill it, and I'll give you a kiss with tongue. I'm like, again.
Well, say less, man. Where's that gun devil?
No, see, even for me, I still would have said the same thing. Like, again, I don't know you. What part of I don't know you do you not get? Right. Now, unless you're offering me equal or like equal or greater value than what I got waiting for me, then, we got nothing to talk about.
I almost feel like Makima knows the task is impossible. That's why she set the bar so high. So consistently, like, there's no way they're going to be able to catch up with him or find him anytime soon, or even take him down at his current power level. So, like...
But at the same time, never underestimate the power of a man who is fighting for something. If there's anything if there's anything that I have learned from Goku and Naruto is do not get in their way when they got a goal that they're trying to achieve.
Yo.
And Denji's the main character, so it's pretty much guaranteed he's gonna get it at some point.
Oh yeah. What the hell was that, man? Like, he had like a little thing with like a face with two arms running around in the hotel.
Yeah, that was
creepy, man.
that was some weirdness.
Oh god.
Power and thank you for Power. Power came in and quickly dispatched that nonsense.
Blood sword, blood knife.
Yep.
Got rid of that, and we also, like I said, we also get a little bit of more background too here of Hayakawa, and oh my god, I forgot her name that quick. The new member with the ghost hand. We get a little bit of their background story together and how they teamed up, and pretty much every partner that she's had is pretty much died.
They've either died or gone private after a year.
So, like, we get a little bit more of that story, and like she says, she just outwardly tells everybody what her power is, which Power then thinks like, well, if you tell me what it is, then it's not that big a deal. I can stop you.
Mm-hmm.
Which we quickly find out that you cannot stop it because you can't touch it. Nope. So she quickly knows that she can tame her there. We also get a little bit more insight on the sacrifices made for these contracts. Which she says she's had to sacrifice her whole eye for just the power of this devil or this fiend's right, just the power of the right hand, which is crazy. One of those shows where you had to sacrifice something to get a little bit of power. So, I think Denji being able to have full access to a devil's abilities and transform back without really any consequence is a big deal here.
Well, you can't say without consequence. He still got the Meteor Man powers.
Oh yeah, the blood loss. Oh, I'm tired. I need to recuperate.
Man gets tired, gets malnourished. Like, dude, he cannot stay in that form for too long.
Yeah, once he gets to make it with a woman, I think he'll be at full power.
Oh yeah.
After that,
most definitely.
But we also get they find out they're in a looping hallway because they're about to come up against the big bad in the dungeon. That they come across in this episode, and then of course they figure that out, and we wrap it up here. Like you said, it really wasn't a lot on the table.
Yeah, it really wasn't a whole lot that went on in this episode. I mean, we got like about 10 to 15 minutes worth of comedy, and then like another 15 minutes of not even 15, like really another 12 minutes of story building.
Yeah.
And then that's it. See you next episode.
Right. But like I said, and then we get another ending here. This time with the new character. They show her they use a new background, new song, and everything.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what her name is. But like I said before, like they're gonna slow down the grind of this pacing for the show, mainly because the way using One Punch Man as a reference. One Punch Man is a series that you get like a new chapter like once a month, and that manga's been out for years. Like so, and it's only at like 100 and something right now, like 100 and something chapters. But the pacing of the show only covers like the first two seasons only cover like maybe the first 30 chapters or so, if that. So like with this, like I said, they're literally slow grinding this. Like this might be we're still within the first 10 chapters of the manga, if that, for Chainsaw Man.
I wouldn't, and given how, at least from what I've seen, the manga's got some chapters on, in its books. So I imagine this is probably going to be, like you had said earlier, either a 10 or 12 episode season. Sure. I'm gonna say the first season is gonna be like 10 to 12 episodes. But
yeah, and I mean, and this might be something where it's like every 2 years we get new episodes, maybe.
You think so? You think they're gonna do every 2 years?
I mean, they're definitely not going. I mean, I don't think they're gonna do it annually.
I mean, it'd be nice.
They're probably gonna slow it down and wait for the manga to build up steam to get further out, and then I think we're gonna get a little bit more. But like I said, not to compare this to Attack on Titan that's been on way too long. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but yeah, it's been on forever with 13 final seasons. I think this is going to be a show based on the popularity and in the style of animation. This might be every 12 episodes every 2 years or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the character that we were talking about, that was Himeno.
Himeno.
Yeah.
With the invisible
with the
ghost hand, who likes to tease men apparently. Apparently that's her thing. Yep. Not cool. The one dude that she's working with, man, he's pressed too. Yeah. I don't want it, but I'm gonna work for it. Like I want that kiss too, bro. I'm like, you're not about to get that.
I was like, dude, you gotta chill, man.
Denji has ascended to ascendancy. In this one episode alone, he has felt that power. He then got Makima for free with a promise of some dessert on the line.
Yep.
He does this big job. So I am happy for my character. I cannot wait to see him win in the end of this all. Like I said, Gun Devil was a slow episode. We got a little bit more episode. We got a little bit of information about the big bad that that's going to be the overarching thing for a while, and we get a little bit more of these new characters and how they operate. But overall, it was not a bad episode. I really enjoyed it, and close to the hentai every week, like I said. So
it keeps teasing. That's for sure.
Any other thoughts on this before we close this out?
Again, this was like I said, this felt like a very quick episode because I thought I was gonna see something, but then I'm like, oh wait, it's over.
Every time.
So so that I thought that was interesting. As far as my thoughts on the show, I thought this episode was fine. It was a nice builder to the upcoming episode 6. Which I think is probably going to be like balls to the wall insane.
Oh, I can't wait. Especially, like I said, we left off on a slight cliffhanger here. With them being stuck in this one floor. So definitely can't wait. I mean, obviously I know what happens, but I can't wait to see it animated. And see what happens next. I'm loving being able to experience this through you because you're consistently surprised. Like, oh, I didn't know what was going to happen. So, but you're also enjoying the show at the same time. But like I said, fun episode. I really enjoyed it. Let us know what you thought about the episode in the comments below. Let us know when you guys watch this, and let us know what your expectations are for episode 6. Other than that, I got nothing else to say about it. Good episode. Anything you got?
Same thing, man. Good episode. I can't wait for episode 6.
So, all right. We'll see you guys later. See you next time.